boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Hey, cuz. How you doing, love? Hey. How are y'all doing? How's everyone doing? I see you. I see you. Hello. Cuz will work. It's okay. Hmm. Hetepu, brothers and sisters. Hetepu, kings and queens. Amor, Kun. My highest self greets your highest self. Greetings, Instagram. Greetings, Facebook. How are we all doing? How are we all doing on this Tuesday? On this beautiful Tuesday. Sun is out here in Georgia, nice 60 degrees. Normally I would be in the nature somewhere by some water, but I'm trying to stay committed to this Tuesday thing. How's everyone's weekend? How's everyone's week been thus far? I hope it's been loving and blissful and restful when needed, productive when needed, that we're listening to ourselves, listening to our bodies, listening to our natural intelligence. I am learning to do that more, learning to move by design. How's everyone? February been treating. So I come on Tuesday's Talk with Amor. Sometimes I don't know which topic to talk about, which message to share. I'm kind of tired. Did a lot of work this morning. So I don't know. So we're going to go with this because this is something that I have been doing for a while and doing some reflecting over this past year, over these past few months in this winter season, evaluating. And thank you. Thank you. Mwah. You know, fresh out, fresh cut. So the message is, through acceptance is the opening. Through acceptance is the opening for learning, for healing, for celebrations. And it starts with that once we accept that on some level, we had something to do with everything and every experience that comes our way. Once we accept that, then we can embrace the lesson, the healing, and or the celebration of that thing or that experience and let go of any hurt and disappointment and grow forward. Not go forward, not move forward, grow forward, grow upwards. It is when we resist the lessons and our role in that lesson, in that experience, that we get stuck and feed the chaos mind and fail to grow forward, imprisoning ourselves to the past, where we're correlating everything to what happened before, what I allowed before, what something was done to me before, when we're not accepting our role in it. Excuse me, my phone ringing. Because in Tantra says accept the things because acceptance will be needed to understand, to be able to understand. You can't achieve either if you deny. So, and accepting your role in these experiences, accepting your part in the thing, the lesson, and the healing. A lot of times we don't accept our role in allowing certain things, whether we're allowing things that doesn't feel good to us because we're afraid of loss, or we're afraid that we're going to miss out on something. And the experience continues on, and we continue getting hurt. And when it's finally completed, we maybe end up feeling a little discontent or regret or some kind of pain from it. But if we're not at a place of accepting our role in things that has happened, we miss the lesson. We would miss the healing because we're not looking inside. Like for me, for example, like I was in a relationship. It's about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, with a woman. It was a monogamous relationship, probably like 10 years ago now. Anyway, we had our ups and downs, our miscommunications, our misunderstandings. I had my things I was maneuvering through. She had her things she was maneuvering through. Now, me not accepting my role in how I may reacted to something, or me not accepting my role in not being aware of a space that she was in, or her not being aware of a space that I was in, led to more confusion and more things, and feeling unheard and feeling unseen, to where I would stop trying to be heard, stop trying to be seen, even to myself. And after so long of not being me, of course, the relationship dissolved. Well, I was at a point of doing the blame thing, and saying that she wasn't hearing me or couldn't hear me, or she was doing the same thing. I wasn't hearing her, she couldn't hear me. But my role in that thing was I stopped being seen and heard by myself. So I stopped acknowledging the things that I actually needed. I stopped standing on my requirements, not my expectations. It's a difference. I don't have expectations of anyone except for them to show up how they show up, and I get to accept them lovingly, right? I get to accept them. That don't mean I have to allow them in. That don't mean I have to accept whatever thing they have going on, right? I don't have to accept none of those things, but I can still accept them while acknowledging my things and what I need, my requirements. Because we are all valuable beings, and there are requirements for us where we're intertwined with anybody in any kind of ship, relationship, business ship. We have requirements. You know, requirement. You would not put your hands on me. That's not an expectation. That's a requirement. Right? That's a requirement. We have requirements. So when I begin to ignore my requirements to appease the other person, I would been left feeling drained and left feeling out of sorts. Well, I couldn't put that on the other person. I couldn't put that on the community. I couldn't put that on outside individuals. I ignored that. So in order to receive my lesson and my healing, I had to accept my role of not standing on my requirements, not hearing me. So that blame, that resentment, that anger, those emotions are not projected outwards to anyone else, because that's mine. That was my stuff. And when you begin to accept your role in everything, in every experience that you come to, you can begin to understand why and understand how and what you need to do and how to fix it. And how to not fix it, because I don't like the word fix. How to improve on it so you move forward. Those are the things we have to remember. Being able to accept our role in anything and everything, and all experiences that come our way. There is a role. So when the stuff doesn't feel good, what is your role in it? What is my role in it? My role sometimes is, like I said, I've come to learn that my impulsiveness is not always a great thing. Sometimes it's cool, but it's not always a great thing. So my role in some taking off and then crashing, well, I understand my design is to wait a little, right? Wait and see what unfolds. You already know, so wait and see what's being demonstrated to see if you can move forward. So when I don't do that, and I just move forward, and I'm finding out in the process of, and then I get a little angry or get my feelings may get a little perturbed. Well, my role in that is not on the other person. That fault is not on the other person. That fault is on myself. So being able to accept my role in that experience, I can acknowledge where I may have stumbled and not be hard on myself, not punish myself over and over again. I can acknowledge it and then make the appropriate adjustments for self first, because you're always for self first. Love you first. And then so you can show it for those who you choose to show it for in a loving way. Showing up in a loving way does not mean you just accept anything. That is not love, you guys. I can accept who you are, but I don't have to swim in that pool of whatever's going on. I don't have to be in that war. I have requirements. Everyone has requirements. And it's okay if the people, the organization, or the person doesn't meet your requirement. It's okay. It's okay. They're still a beautiful person, like we all are. But you decide what's best for you. You accept your role in the experience and how you choose to move forward. So it's imperative. It's imperative that we understand that in acceptance, all doors are open. Accepting your role, all doors are open. We can realize, we can understand, we can grow in acceptance. Doors are open in acceptance. When you deny, there's no growing, there's no room, there's no learning, there's no celebration, there's no classroom, there's no healing. When you deny the things, when you deny your part. Because any experience you have, you are a part of it. So that means you have a role in it, in all things, pleasant things and not so pleasant things. So acknowledge your role, your actionable role in the things that was pleasant about it, and your actionable role in the things that was not so pleasant. So you can address them. So you can evaluate them. So you can transmute them if needed. And continue to grow. So acceptance is the doorway. Acceptance, acceptance, acceptance. Acceptance and embracing. I've been sitting back going over different modalities, different things I've learned over the past 20 years, and seeing how they all intertwine and how they all are in harmony with self, and with going deeper and deeper within yourself to remember you, your authentic you. And I went back over my life and at different experiences to evaluate, to re-look at, to replay that movie, and to see my roles in everything, and to see the lessons that I got out of there once I was able to address my role in it. So like I said, I've been doing this for a while. So most recently, again, I had to do that again to evaluate my role and to see where I have stumbled in going against my natural blueprint. And when we do that, you know, our roles are a little bit bumpier. So accept your role in all of your experiences, some way or another. I went back to an experience when I was a child, a very not good experience. But accepting my role in that experience, I moved in fear. I moved in fear of not wanting to get in trouble. So I kept my mouth shut and allowed things to unfold how they unfolded. Did I deserve the actions that happened to me? No, of course not. But if I didn't have that fear of being told on or whatever, or was able to communicate or what was going on, if I was able to face my consequences for choices I may not have ended up in that experience. So I had to accept my role in that. If I hadn't just jumped, I used to have things like, oh, I have 2 speeds, warp speed 10 and crawling. And I look back over my life and looked at those experiences when I did those things, which goes pretty much against my natural blueprint. I can accept my role in these things of not waiting to find out what unfolded, to see if something was right for me, to see if an experience was good and be conducive to who I am, or to when I ignored my need for rest and solitude, not isolation, but solitude, to recharge myself. And I feel burned out, or when I felt the need to do, and show, and be, and when I felt unappreciated or unseen or whatever the emotion is, it wasn't on anybody else. It was because I didn't accept my role of going against what I know is best for me in order to please someone else. So when I do that, when I fall back into a people-pleasing thing in an unhealthy way, that doesn't usually end up in an experience I want to repeat. I have to accept my role in that. The person I need to be pleasing first and foremost is myself. When I put me to the back burner to appease someone else, I create the experience, those emotions, or those feelings for myself, no one else. So accepting that role and understanding what I did to contribute to that experience, and then understanding what I need for myself and growing forward in it. So acceptance. Accept your role. You are a part of the experience. You are a part of the thing that is going on. You are a part of it, so that means you have a role. And your role is not always peachy cream. My role is not always peaches and cream. I'm human. I am not perfect. So my role, sometimes I've done some fucked up shit. Accept that role. Analyze why I did the fucked up shit. Understand and grow forward from it. I've had some jacked up things happen to me or for me. Well, those things happened for me because, again, I acknowledge my role in it, of maybe not listening to me or maybe not honoring me, to get into that place for something to happen for me. Either way, accept your role. Accept your role in anything and everything and all the experiences that come your way. So you may be able to have your classroom, your learning, have your hospital, your healing, and or have your party, your celebration. Accept your role. Acceptance is the doorway, understanding and understanding. And a open and full heart. An open and full heart. Overflowing inward, outwardly. That's what that acceptance does. Denying clogs up your shit like cholesterol in your arteries, causes you to have a heart attack. Denying does that. Ignoring does that. Acceptance clears those ways for the flow. That's all. That's all today. You take a break, a mental break, and relax for a little while. So, thank you all who took the time to join me on my live today. Tuesday's Talk with Amor. I appreciate you. Remember, everyone, when things get a little hectic, take time to breathe, ground, center, and repeat. Breathe, ground, center, and repeat as much as needed. And when things get a little too hectic for you, allow someone to be your anchor. Allow someone to be your anchor until you're able to stand on your own, breathe, ground, center again, and grow forward. Brothers, kings, I appreciate you. I need you, and I love you exactly where you are. Sisters, queens, I appreciate you, I need you, and I love you exactly where you are. Not because I want anything from you, not because there's anything you have to do to deserve it, simply because I honor the present that is your presence. I honor the present that is your presence, and I hope that you are giving yourself the present of your own authentic, transparent, honest presence. So you may be that for others. I love you. I love you because we are all interconnected. I love you because you're all reflections of me. And I love the shit out of me. So I already love the shit out of y'all. So thank you. Thank you for all reflections, for lessons and healing and celebrations. I love you, and I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful rest of the week. Make it productive when needed. Loving always, blissful every moment, and restful when called for. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace.